So Geno is a character that appeared in Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. What is Geno's actual chances in Super Smash Bros? Of course, we all know Geno does not have a zero chance, unlike certain other characters that have always been deconfirmed by Sakurai himself. But Geno does have a chance of appearing in Smash Bros. So Geno, of course, has only appeared in certain games. He has appeared in, of course, his only major role in Mario RPG Legends of the Seven Stars, Superstar Saga as a cameo. He does not appear in the remake, which is pretty telling that they forgot, Geno is kind of forgotten. Geno is also considered for Smash Bros. Brawl, and then there was a Geno Fire costume which made everybody angry. And of course, Geno is one of the selectable icons for Smash Ultimate, and he also appears as a spirit. Geno also appears as in a volume of a manga, being an adaptation for a few tweaks. He feels in the same role as he did in the game, so that's all the material Geno has in the game. Geno doesn't really have that much. Geno does have several special moves they can use in Smash Bros. Geno does have some moveset potential, of course. Considering he is from an RPG, and RPGs have a lot of moves. It's unlike several other characters that are highly requested that don't really have much moveset potential as Geno, such as a Waddle Dee. Yes, Waddle Dee has not really much moveset potential compared to Geno. So is in the spirit, so I think that bumps down his chances to around a 40 to 50% chance of appearing in Smash Ultimate. I don't think he has a high percentage chance because I think Square Enix is more worried about the bigger franchises than one character. Because Geno is kind of a forgotten character besides people who request him for Smash Bros. That's really all it is. Geno isn't really, and even then, Geno isn't really that much requested as he used to be. Okay, he isn't as requested as he used to be. If you look at the most wanted Smash Bros. Characters, you'll see that Geno isn't really that high on the list. That Geno isn't really that popular as it used to be. The fact that a talking skeleton is more popular, that was more hyped up than Geno, is really telling. There is this poll here. I don't know how old it is, but it was made. I don't know when this poll was made, but Geno isn't really popular in Japan. Japan has really forgotten Geno. This is a Japanese. This is a poll in Japanese. I don't know how old this specific poll is, but you can see with the exception of America and Europe, Xeno's not popular at all in Japan. Not at all. Okay, Japan, they requested, the Waddle Dee. And don't know when this poll was made, so we can't really trust it's reliable. It's a 210. Yeah, and I don't think many people use 210. Yeah, this is. Oh, yeah, wrong poll. This one. This was a poll conducted by a Smash player, and Xeno is only at number 4. He used to be in the top 3 or top 4, but now the other Forbidden characters are on and Xeno is barely in the top 5, and not even in the top 5 in Europe, and is nowhere to be seen in Japan. The characters that are number 1 and number 3 are more likely to get in than Xeno because they have bigger demand. And I think Nintendo's gonna say, hey, look, there's Sora and Crash and Steve. People want these characters more than Xeno. Xeno is starting to already become a forgotten character, unlike King K. Rool, which has appeared in more than one game, and that's Xeno's problem. Unlike King K. Rool and Ridley, the other two parts of the Forbidden Three, he is one of the Forbidden Three characters. Yes, I call them the Forbidden Three because they were heavily requested characters for quite some time. If you look at this list, that the Forbidden character, that Dino and Ridley and King K. Rool had a much sizable amount of the list because these characters had more of a bigger presence in the franchises than Geno. Geno, I think, honestly, doesn't have much of a chance. Probably actually lower than the 50%, probably around a 30 to 40%. It's just he's not that much popular compared to other characters that were requested. Heck, Daisy was more requested than Xeno. And among Mario characters, Paper Mario would be a more logical choice to add than Xeno. as Paper Mario at least has more relevancy. It has appeared in way more games than Xeno. I get it, appearing in more games does not really qualify you for being a character. Look at the Duck Hunt dog. But the difference between retro reps and Xeno is retro reps are meant to represent an era of games. And then now let's get to Xeno's complex licensing deals. World Square Enix does not want Xeno in Smash Bros. That's probably why Xeno has not appeared in the base roster, it probably won't appear as DLC at all. Geno is probably not likely to appear in Smash Bros. He still has a lot of chance to be appealing in Smash Bros. To be appealing in the game. But when we get Xeno, he is kind of gotten forgotten. Heck, in Smash 6, the deal is not revealed as DLC. If he is revealed as DLC 5 or future DLC, Xeno's in Smash Bros. But Xeno still has a big chance of appearing in Smash Bros. But not as big as people think he has. Xeno was always dubbed for Smash 4 and Smash Brothers or Brawl, and Smash and King K. Rool and Ridley were obviously decided by the ballot. So, and Simon Belmont and various other characters. But Xeno wasn't really that high up. And the fact that Xeno has only appeared in one game does lose his relevancy. Now let's actually compare the King K. Rool versus and Ridley versus Xeno. Ridley has a main antagonist in most Metroid games. Metroid has sold way more copies, has sold many more copies than, and of course King K. Rool was the main antagonist of the original Donkey Kong games. Won't be surprised if he actually returns. Nintendo realized, hey, we can actually use King K. Rool. We send Smash Bros. There's no issues of us using this character. I won't be surprised if the next Donkey Kong Country actually returns as the main villain once again, like in the original games. The fact that there's some obscure character that nobody knows about is higher than Xeno is showing that Xeno's relevancy is fading. It's showing that this character's popularity is fading. Okay, this character is fading in popularity, and I don't really think it's anyone's fault. It's not Nintendo's fault. It's really Nintendo's and Square Enix's fault, especially Square Enix's fault to refusal to use this character in any other media and any sort of medium other than Mario RPG and Smash Bros. For a few cameos. The fact that Xeno is only in one game and as years pass, these characters will of course Xeno will of course fade into obscurity. Xeno will of course fade into obscurity with other characters that will probably be forgotten as well as more and more Mario characters be created, more and more other Nintendo franchises get new characters and new games, Xeno will be further and further down the most requested characters. So of course if you want Xeno, continue requesting Xeno until he finally gets in the game. Because Nintendo does listen to our voices, like a King K. Rool, Banjo-Kazooie, and Ridley. They do listen to us, after all, unlike EA. So, if you really want Xeno to appear in Smash Bros. Or Waluigi, continue on requesting these characters for the next game and the next game until they finally make it in. That's the best strategy you can continue doing if you want a character in Smash Bros. If you really want Xeno to appear in Smash Bros., continue on requesting him. And especially it goes to you Sora fans. If you really want Sora and so badly, continue requesting the character in Smash Bros. Until you eventually get the character in the game. And even the joke characters that we all know will never be in the game, just continue doing it. And that's basically it. So, do you want Xeno to appear in Smash Bros? Is Xeno actually losing popularity? Well, I think he is due to his game being very, very, very old, almost 20 to 30 years old already. I think it's 20 years old already. The game is like 20 to 30 years old already. Around 20 years old already. So, and of course, a lot of the new generation has never even played or heard about an RPG, which I think is due to is probably due to the character's downfall as a character as a whole. Ridley and King K. Rool were much more requested than Xeno, making them get into the base roster. Xeno could be a fifth DLC character, but that's basically it about this video. Goodbye. The final chance is now 45%.